series.
It's me.
This old wall. Was it gonna be 5 episodes like it usually is? Realm of Shadows.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battering rams to force their way in, with breaking and entering incidents up 40% over last year. Remember to keep those front doors locked tonight. And we have breaking news tonight. 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. The notorious Batman was on the scene, but failed to secure the stolen items. But the most shocking...
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
That Dent may have actually been involved in the break-in.
I don't remember
Talk
the
about
color
dirty
of
politics.
her eyes.
Does Hill's campaign really think these accusations
if
hold any water with the voters?
was,
Or will it be perceived as a
was her
desperate
name
attempt
again?
from a flailing campaign
I
to
don't
take
remember,
down one of
like,
Gotham's most
the-
promising young politicians?
Whatever.
And in other news,
We'll pop up again.
we are now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end. Crews have
The
given
back
up trying
computer
to
should be
combat
able to
the
read
blaze
whatever
at the
data is on that
Otisburg
stolen
Processing
drive.
Center, owned by Ace Chemical.
Vicky.
Still no
was
word
her
on
name,
what
right,
started the fire,
Vicky.
but whatever's burning in there has resisted everything the
Ooh.
fire department has thrown at it. They're recommending people avoid the area
Founders
and
of
seek
Wayne
immediate
Enterprises.
treatment if you happen to
My
breathe in
parents.
any of
Dad
that
was a
horrible black smoke.
physician. Mom was a
And one mobster's murder caused quite a headache for commuters this morning. The body of Falcone family capo
setting up
Louis
numerous
Pistachio
charities and
Garbone
expanding
was
their
found
vast
hanging off the
resources
side of the
to
4th
improve
Street
the
Bridge
city and
sometime
its
just
citizens.
before dawn,
Murdered
causing
in
traffic
attempt
to back
robbery
up for
by
miles
known as
as the
Joe
cops
Show,
cut him down.
deceased. Wayne, family butler.
Random
Faithful,
stabbings are the
patient,
latest
ever
headache for the
helpful,
riders
offered
of
his
Gotham's
been
overcrowded
part
Skyrail
family
cars
my
to
life.
contend with.
It raised me
Gotham
when my
police
parents were
are
murdered and
investigating
guided me
multiple
when I thought I
cases
was
of
lost.
riders
Was my
receiving
butler
abdominal
and
wounds from an
my
ice pick
confidant
or other
and the most
pointed
secret
weapon
weapon in
while
my
pressed into the tight
arsenal.
quarters
My
with fellow
complaints
passengers.
frequently about
A
my
few
own
have died,
night
while most have been
activities,
admitted to
but
Gotham
they
General
were to
in
patch
critical
me
condition.
up when I
The
needed.
police don't have any suspects at the
Gotham City
time.
District Attorney
2 more patients have gone missing from Arkham Asylum, bringing the total number of escapees from the half-prison, half-mental hospital to 15 this year.
A new friend in the
Only
best
3 have been
district
caught to date,
attorney
but
Gotham
all
City
the
has been
escapees
years.
highlight
The
the
political
rough, some would say
ambitions had always
inhumane
been as big
conditions
as his
at
ego,
the
and
aging
now he's
asylum.
hoping to
The
become a
latest,
major. He's got so
44-year-old
many great
twin
ideas
brother
for
and
how to
sister
save the
Leon
city.
and Valerie
I think he'll be a
Muldoon
good
should be considered
for
dangerous if
Gotham,
found.
but I have to
Authorities
stare
are
him
asking
down
that you do
without
not
passing
approach
him.
and call
The
police
city
immediately.
is swayed by anyone with power, regardless
Mayor
of their
Hill's
morality and
Gotham Beautiful
morality.
Act takes effect today, making it
Emerson
possible for
Hill, mayor
landlords
of
to
Gotham
evict
City,
tenants immediately
Exhibit A
and without
in What's
cause.
Wrong with the
The
City.
new law
Hill
was
should have
created
been
in order to
thrown
allow
out of
Gotham
office
City's
years ago,
biggest
but
property
he's got
owners
his hands
greater
wrapped
ability to
around his
modify and
government in a
improve
death
the
grip.
city's
He's
aging
been
buildings,
suspected of
some of which have been
numerous
occupied by
crimes,
families
but
for
there's never been
decades.
enough to make
So if
any
you
of it
come home
stick.
from work
He's
tonight
run into
and
court,
find
and
all
one
your
day
stuff
the
on the
city
street,
will realize
don't
it.
worry.
Harvey
It
is out
probably
there
isn't
doing his
anything
best,
you
and
did
hopefully
wrong.
this upcoming election will be the end
And
of
if you
Hill's
can believe
corrupt
it, now you
administration.
can't even trust the valets.
Crimes. Cat.
More on this
Cat
after the break.
Oh, she's not okay, so they don't even know.
says he's tough on crime,
Alright.
but since his election,
They don't have
violence
her
in
name yet.
Gotham
New
has
criminal on the
skyrocketed.
scene. Tied to several
And
recent
when he was
breaks,
presented
he's
with
effective
legislation
and
that would
doesn't
have
really
dismantled
manipulate
organized
them.
crime in the
Maybe
city,
CCPD
he vetoed
estimates
it,
everything
killing
about it.
Gotham's chance for a safer future.
James Gordon.
Maybe that's
Lieutenant
because the rumors of
CCPD
Hill's
major
connections
crimes
to some of
unit
Gotham's most
associates
notorious mafia
Barbara
families
Gordon.
are
Star.
true.
He's a good by the book cop
We
in the
don't need
department
another
doesn't trust
gangster running
Batman.
the
He was
city.
recently
We
tapped
need
to
a
lead the major
crime-fighting
crimes task
hero.
force. An
With
impressive
over
promotion, so
200
he's doing
successful
something right. I think
convictions,
he could be
District
a
Attorney
trustworthy
Harvey
and
Dent
reliable
just
source
might
of
be the
information,
hero
but willing
Gotham
to
needs.
cultivate that
But he can't
relationship.
save our city
His
alone.
family
He
man, so
needs
he's
your
not willing
help.
to take
He
necessary
believes
risks
that
on the
together we
street.
can
That's
make
fine,
a
I'll take the
dent
risks.
in Gotham's crime. But it
Vicky
starts
Vale.
with you.
Isn't she? Okay, wait.
Vote
that-
for Harvey Dent
kinda like
and elect a real
green,
crime fighter to
yellowish.
Gotham's mayoral seat.
I'm
Harvey Dent, and I approve this message.
I don't know.
Talk about dirty politics. Does Hill's
first
campaign
part,
really think these
yeah.
accusations
I
hold
mean,
any
it
water with
looks
the
like her
voters?
nose.
Or will it be perceived as a desperate attempt from a flailing campaign
lips, but
to take down one of Gotham's
Well, I
most
guess that's
promising young
ambitious.
politicians?
And companion
And in other
reporters.
news,
Okay,
you're
okay,
now
so I'm
on
just
day
gonna tell
3
you,
of the factory fire that
I
will
am
not
not-
end.
okay, this
Crews
is
have given
just
up trying to
probably
combat
not
the blaze at the Otisburg
Catwoman. I don't
Processing
know.
Center,
I'm
owned
not
by
that
Ace Chemical.
familiar with,
Still
like,
no
the
word on what started the
comics and
fire,
stuff,
but
so
whatever's burning in there
I
has
don't-
resisted
I don't
everything the
remember
fire
who
department has
Vicky
thrown at it.
is.
They're recommending people avoid
just
the area
saying,
and
I'm
seek
saying.
immediate treatment if you
Well,
happen to breathe in any
I've
of that
read her
tar
stuff,
black
some of it
smoke.
can be a bit
And
tabloid,
one
but her
mobster's
passion
murder
for
caused
truth is
quite a headache for
undeniable.
commuters this morning. The
She's
body
been
of
with the people for a
Falcone
while,
family
covered
capo
all kinds
Louis
of things.
Pistachio Garmone was found
Someone like
hanging
that
off the
has
side
to
of the
access
4th Street
other
Bridge
absolute
sometime
terrible.
just
I might
before
even hear more
dawn,
about what's
causing
going on
traffic
with
to
them
back
than I
up
do.
for
One
miles
day I
as
need
the
to
cops
find out
cut
what
him
she
down.
knows. Carmine Falcone, Skyline Club owner, head of the
Random
Falcon
stabbings
Club,
are the
worst kind of
latest headache
gangster.
for the riders of
One tries
Gotham's
to mingle
overcrowded
with high
Skyrail
society,
cars to
seems
contend
have
with.
his hands in
Gotham
everything,
police
including smuggling
are
real
investigating
estate,
multiple
bribery, and
cases
fraud.
of
The
riders
following
receiving
today,
abdominal
locked in
wounds from an
state.
ice pick or
Like a
other
shut
pointed
down
weapon
operation,
while
but
pressed
two
into the
would
tight
pop up
quarters
in
with
his
fellow
face.
passengers.
His empire
A few have died, while
is
most have been
vast
admitted
enough
to
to
Gotham
live
General
from
in
the
critical
heart and
condition.
movements
The police
is
don't have
required
any
for
suspects at the
conviction.
time. Two
Gotham's
more
like,
patients have
"Dude,
gone missing
population
from
10
Arkham
million."
Asylum, bringing
This
the
is
total
like
number
a
of
living
escapees
creature,
from the
so it's
half
going
prison,
outward
half
and
mental
outward.
hospital
People who
to
live here
15
are
this year.
survivors. They have
Only
to be
3 have been caught to date, but all the escapees highlight the rough, some would say inhumane conditions
Arkham
at the aging
Asylum,
asylum.
established November
The latest,
1921,
44-year-old
Gotham
twin
City's
brother
only
and sister
maximum
Leon and
security
Valerie Muldoon
psychiatric
should be considered
hospital for
dangerous
now.
if
Outdated
found.
in every way.
Authorities
The
are
building is
asking that
falling
you do
apart,
not
equipment
approach
is
and call police
antiquated, and
immediately.
methodology leaves
Mayor
much
Hill's
to be
Gotham
desired.
Beautiful Act takes
The
effect
promising
today,
Martha Wayne
making it
Memorial
possible for
Hospital
landlords
opens.
to evict
These
tenants
patients will
immediately
finally
and
get the
without
treatment
cause.
they need.
The new law was created in order to allow Gotham
Wayne
City's
Enterprises,
biggest property owners
established
greater ability to
1872.
modify and improve the city's
Multinational
aging buildings,
corporation
some of which have been occupied by
founded
families
by
for decades.
ancestors
So
covering
if you
all
come
manner
home
of
from work tonight
manufacturing
and find
finance.
all your stuff on the street,
Inherited
don't
a
worry,
majority
it
stake
probably
from
isn't
my father, but I'm
anything you
not
did
involved
wrong.
in the day-to-day operations.
And if
However,
you can
the
believe it,
R&D
now you can't
resources
even
have
trust
been
the
helpful in
valets.
pursuing my private
More on this
interests.
after the break.
Cool.
Mayor Hill says he's tough on crime,
Alright,
but
that
since
took
his
a really long
election,
time.
violence in Gotham has skyrocketed.
I'm sorry. What's this?
And when he was presented with legislation that would have dismantled organized crime in the city, he vetoed it, killing Gotham's chance for a safer
How do
future.
I... Wait, was I
Maybe
supposed
that's
to do
because the
something?
rumors of Hill's
Oh.
connections to some of Gotham's most notorious mafia families are true. We don't need another gangster running the city. We need a crime-fighting hero.
What
With
am I-
over 200 successful convictions,
Oh,
District Attorney
jeez.
Harvey Dent just
That's-
might be the hero
No.
Gotham needs. But
Am I
he
supposed to
can't save
find
our city
something?
alone. He needs your help. He believes that together we can make a dent in Gotham's crime. But it starts with you.
Don't tell me this is like a
Vote for
bug.
Harvey Dent.
Is this a bug? Don't tell me it's a bug, please.
And elect a real crime fighter to Gotham's mayoral seat.
I'm Harvey Dent, and I approve this message.
Dude. Okay.
Talk about dirty politics. Does Hill's campaign really think these
Jeez, are you
accusations hold
serious?
any water with the voters? Or will it be perceived as a desperate attempt from a flailing campaign to take down one of Gotham's most promising young politicians.
So look at her.
And in other news,
Can
you're
I
now
do
on day
anything?
3 of the factory fire that will not end. Crews have given up trying to combat the blaze at the Otisburg Processing Center, owned by Ace Chemical. Still no word on what started the fire, but whatever's burning there has resisted everything the fire department has thrown at it. They're recommending people
Like, I
avoid the
can't
area
do
and seek
anything.
immediate treatment if you happen to breathe in
Oh
any
my
of that
God.
tar black smoke.
And one mobster's murder
What?
caused quite a headache for commuters this morning.
What?
The body of
Oh,
Falcone
okay.
family capo Louis Pistachio Garmone
The den
was found
pressure is
hanging
similar
off the
to
side of the
the
4th Street Bridge
crime
sometime just before dawn, causing
Governor
traffic to
State
back up
Attorney
for miles
Harrington
as
calls
the
upon
cops
mayor's
cut him down.
office to take a public stand against the wave of vigilante action sweeping the streets.
Random stabbings
Mayor
are the
cannot
latest
expect
headache for the
DA's
riders
office
of
to
Gotham's
prosecute
overcrowded
her.
Skyrail cars to contend with.
Cases only
Gotham
particularly
police
mob
are investigating
subject to
multiple
city hall
cases
press
of riders
conference.
receiving
Fantastic
abdominal
and
wounds from an ice
affirms
pick or other pointed weapon while pressed into the tight quarters with fellow passengers. A few have died, while most have been admitted to Gotham General in critical condition. The police don't have any suspects at the time. Two more patients have gone missing from Arkham Asylum, bringing the total number of escapees from the half-prison, half-mental hospital to 15 this year. Only 3 have been caught to date, but all the escapees highlight the rough, some would say inhumane conditions at the aging asylum. The latest, 44-year-old twin brother and sister Leon and Valerie Muldoon, should be considered dangerous if found. Authorities are asking that you do not approach and call police immediately. Mayor Hill's Gotham Beautiful Act takes effect today, making it possible for landlords to evict tenants immediately and without cause. The new law was created in order to allow Gotham City's biggest property owners greater ability to modify and improve the city's aging buildings, some of which have been occupied by families for decades. So if you come home from work tonight and find all your stuff on the street, don't worry, it probably isn't anything you did wrong.
Frequently stated that
And if
the
you can believe
Marine
it,
Corps
now
may
you
be the
can't
man
even
is
trust
today.
the valets. More on
Marine
this after the break.
Enterprises founds
Mayor Hill
Arkham
says he's
Asylum
tough on
basement.
crime, but since his election,
The
violence
sheriff
in
will arm of
Gotham
Wayne
has
Enterprises,
skyrocketed.
headed by Robert and Regina
And when he was presented with legislation that would have dismantled organized crime in the city, he vetoed it, killing Gotham's chance for a safer future. Maybe that's because the rumors of Hill's connections to some of Gotham's most notorious mafia families are true. We don't need another gangster running the city. We need a crime-fighting hero. With over 200 successful convictions, District Attorney Harvey Dent just might be the hero Gotham needs. But he can't save our city alone. He needs your help. He believes that together we can make a dent in Gotham's crime. But it starts with you. Vote for Harvey Dent and elect a real crime fighter to Gotham's mayoral seat.
I'm Harvey Dent, and I approve this message.
What am I supposed to do?
Talk about dirty politics.
Guys,
Does Hill's
what am I
campaign
supposed
really
to
think these
do?
accusations hold any water with the voters? Or will it be perceived as a desperate attempt from a flailing campaign to take down one of Gotham's most promising young politicians?
And in other news, you're now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end. Crews have given up trying to combat the
supposed to
blaze
find
at the
something-
Otisburg
Am I
Processing
supposed to find
Center,
something
owned
in
by
the codex?
Ace Chemical.
Or
Still no word on what started the
can't
fire,
really,
but whatever's burning in there has resisted everything the fire department has thrown at it. They're recommending people avoid the area and seek
I'm really
immediate
just
treatment if you
repeating
happen to breathe
everything
in
they're
any
saying.
of
I
that
think it's
tar
like
black
going
smoke.
on right here.
And one mobster's murder caused quite a headache for commuters this morning.
I'm
The
gonna turn
body
this
of
off,
Falcone
guys.
family capo Louis
I'll be back.
Pistachio
I'll be
Garmone
back.
was found.
Yeah, so it was apparently a bug, so I'm just gonna restart and hopefully I can avoid looking at it. Hopefully. No. Sorry about that. Wait. You know, oh shit, no. I'm actually, because I didn't notice a difference in performance. So, yeah.
Talk about dirty
Alright,
politics.
so
Does Hill's campaign really think
let's
these
not go
accusations
there.
hold any water with the
Don't
voters?
go there.
Or will
And
it be
don't go
perceived as a
to the
desperate
feed either,
attempt from a
'cause I've
flailing
already shut
campaign
that
to
too,
take down one of
so-
Gotham's most promising young politicians?
And in other news, we are now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end. Crews have given up trying to combat the blaze at the Otisburg
Great
Processing
bullet.
Center, owned by Ace Chemical. Still no word on what started
Nearly
the fire.
fell off a building for this.
Everything the fire department is thrown at. They're recommending people avoid the area and seek immediate treatment
Analyze
if you
it.
happen to breathe in any
That
of that
computer,
hard black smoke.
like this one.
And one
Which
lobster's
ones?
murder caused quite a headache for commuters this morning.
I don't want to
The
do
body
that.
of Falcone family capo Louis Pistachio
This.
Garmone
Which
was found hanging off the side of the 4th Street
Oh.
Bridge sometime just before dawn.
Nice.
Holographic lenses, voice modulation. Wayne Enterprises really outdid themselves with this version.
Okay.
Random stabbings are the latest headache for the riders of Gotham's overgrown
The suit absorbed most of the damage from that gunshot. I've got to protect my back, even from the police.
Riders receiving
Great.
abdominal
Gotta
wounds from
love
an
the
ice pick
police
or other
in this
pointed
game.
weapon while pressed into the tight quarters with fellow passengers.
Is there
A
anything else
few
I can
died,
look at?
while most have been admitted to Gotham General in critical
No,
condition.
I'm just gonna
Police
leave
don't have any
and not
suspects
do
at the
anything,
time.
and it's gonna be game over.
2 more patients have gone missing
Ooh.
from Arkham Asylum, bringing the total number of
It's so
escapees
small.
from the half-brick.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Would say inhumane conditions
Sure.
at the aging asylum.
Okay.
The latest, 44-year-old twin brother and sister Leon
I'm
and
so
Valerie
scared to use the codex
should be
again.
considered dangerous if
Don't
found.
wanna do it.
Authorities are asking that you do not
No.
approach
Okay.
and call police
Don't
immediately.
wanna miss stuff.
Mayor Hill's Gotham Beautiful
here.
Act takes effect today, making it
Maybe?
possible for
No.
landlords to evict tenants immediately and without cause. The new law was created
Spare grapple. Can't believe I let her take that.
ability to modify and improve the city's aging buildings.
Can deliver a jolt or knock out electricity in the area. I suppose that Catwoman would have preferred the latter.
And find all your stuff on the street. Don't worry, it probably is.
Well, the test run at the mayor's office was a success.
And if you can believe it, now you can't even
I should see if I can refine the edge. Could be sharper.
after the break.
Mayor Hill says he's tough on crime, but since his election, violence in Gotham has skyrocketed.
The newest edition can program it to reveal trace elements in a confined space.
Organized crime in the city, he vetoed it, killing Gotham's chance for a safer future. Maybe that's because the
no.
rumors of Hill's
Here,
connections
here.
to some of Gotham's
Got it.
most notorious mafia families are true. We don't need another gangster running the city. We need a crime fighting
Let's find out what was so important.
with over 200 successful convictions. District
Encrypted.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theatre. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave, in front of a computer.
I'm more at home here than the rest of the house, you know that.
Then we should build an 8th bedroom down here.
Sure, I can see the headlines now. Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur, cave dweller.
Quite an eclectic resume. Did you find out what that Catwoman tried to steal?
Well, in the process.
What are we looking at?
Let me try a different angle.
Okay. To rotate. Okay. Right.
This is a map of the East Side shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zeller back away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone.
Cool.
Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
Yeah, thanks for the interruption.
And it wasn't for you, Bruce. I was worried I might drink all my good scotch. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. I'll check the codex.
She's here to stay. Oh no. No, 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 no. Don't. Okay. I'm so scared. Alright.
Found her.
I know, we've already. Phew.
Not much to find, apparently.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
That's not the point. I want criminals to know I'm out there. Batman isn't hiding from anybody.
I was talking about Bruce.
Oh.
I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be careful.
Yeah, I have to be careful, it's true.
You're right. I should have canceled the event.
But I know how much pressure you're under. I don't mean to add to it.
It's okay. I know you're only looking out for me.
If we make a suit that fits me, we can trade places some night. Though I'm not partial to heights. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
I think he just wants to reconnect. Criminal record or not, he's still an old friend.
A lot can change over the years. If I remember correctly, Oswald was fond of the old firecrackers in the toilet trick. I worry what he's graduated to. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious.
Yeah.
But I know you can't abandon a good
He's
mystery
gonna hate
until it's
Batman.
solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
Cobblepot Park. 6:06 a.m. Jeez. Oh, my eyes are bleeding because of
Where are you, Oz?
Poor performance. Oh jeez. I am so sorry to all of you who are watching. It is really bad, and where's me? Because then, oops. I wanted to look though. Darn it. Can I go back? Yeah, I can. Good. Because yeah, it worries me because I'll be playing Walking Dead Season 3 as well. Something tells me that that's going to like even more because of their new engine, but I guess this is the new engine as well. Like that kind of game. Can't talk to him. Okay, let's go. Oh. Salmon? What? I can give him some money, of course. I mean, I'm freaking rich. Give him like a bunch of money. Here. Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, jeez. I don't want to go. I don't want to go home. That was, well, sorry about that. Running late, meet me by the
Great.
statue.
There's the statue, but no Oz.
Oh gosh, the technology of the game. The messaging. Ooh. Oh, great. Who's you? Who's you? Did I just say who's you? People are so poor. Yeah, you need to like fix this town, man.
Hey,
Beat it.
Can't go up there. Okay, it's fine. You could give him like most of his money. Like he doesn't have that much money, right?
well, it isn't what it used to be.
Yeah. It's just so sad. It's so funny. He doesn't say anything. He just frowns. Alright. It's probably gonna show up after you look at this. I'm assuming.
Watch wallet cash.
Oh.
This goes through you.
Oops.
Hey, you heard it, man. The hell are you waiting for? Huh?
You're making a mistake.
You already made one coming here. The next one kills you. And him.
Gentlemen!
Oz?
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're ruining the moment! Come here! Think that'll do? Stay down! This used to be a nice place. Lowlifes like you don't belong.
Oh, shit. Ugh.
This is my park! Mine! You hear that? Oh, hey, Bruce. You've got a little, There. Good as new.
Thanks.
Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh? Besides, someone needed to deal with the rubber situation here. Place is a dump.
Well, thanks for the backup.
I yanked you away from your bloody ivory tower, Bruce. Least I can do is make sure you don't get shanked.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
Yeah, it's been what? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much work in here. Glad they never saw it like this.
It's a shame what happened. It was beautiful once.
And now, it's a hellhole. Last thing my parents ever built. This city chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune. There's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round-the-world vacations, unlimited potential. Now all I got is this park. And what's left in this flask.
My parents are gone too, Oz.
I know, Bruce, I know. I'm sorry for it. But I have my own funerals to attend. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily... Wish I could have punched that grin into the back of his throat.
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. Never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push.
I regret shaking his hand, not head.
It'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are gonna be on the upswing soon, though. A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door, and I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful. And I can't wait to get started.
I'm not your enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen, don't it?
Come on.
I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side. Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
Press conference for new hospital starts correlating on the part. Something. so perfect.